So I wanted to tackle a topic in this video that has been kind of circulating around recently. Is vlogging dead? A side note, it's really nice out. Everything's melting. Like, there's barely any snow anymore. A lot of it's water. 33 degrees, sunny. It's a really good day. This whole topic kind of ties into what I was yapping about a couple days ago. Specifically the how to be a YouTuber one. Got some pork hooks and some rice again, as always. I mentioned in that video that I wanted to make my videos a little bit more authentic and kind of like me and stuff. And I think I've done a pretty good job at that, right? But I also kind of wanted to add more into my videos, more creativity. Let's kind of rewind back a little bit here. So vlogs in general, right? Vlogs is like it's a big thing. Like, you could count anything as a vlog at this point. Like, you can count anything like doing this, like anything like this, or anything like this, just sitting down. You can count all of that as vlog. And that's why I think this topic is a little bit kind of a weird conversation to have, because like, in reality, is vlogs actually dead? I think no. In the grand scheme of things, like, the general idea of vlogs is not dead. When I say is vlogs dead, I mean the daily vlogs, like the lifestyle vlogs, all that kind of stuff. And talking about that, I don't really think it's dead at all. I just think there has been a huge decrease when it comes to having like a Casey Neistat type of vlog, or having, like, you know, those, like, that Jake Paul, Logan Paul type of vlogs, you know what I mean? Where it's like every single day, or even like the David Dobrik kind of vlog. There's been a huge decrease of content like that, and a huge rise in the whole type of like Mr. Beast type of thing, like I mentioned in that video. And it kind of puts me in an interesting position, because with these type of vlogs, it's very lifestyle based. It's just all about me, right? And in reality, who really cares? Who cares what I have to say? Who cares what I have to do? And with the whole attention span of audiences, like, depleting really heavily, like I said, there's just no incentive for you guys to follow me, myself. At the end of this video, I'm going to answer whether or not, like, YouTube vlogging is ever going to come back, right? Now, with the old type of vlogs, like, even before Casey Neistat, right? You know, Shaytards, the Roman Atwood type of vlog. It was so bare bones. They had some creative ideas, some, like, a little bit of story here and there, which story is, I will get into that. Overall, back then, it was literally just about them and their family and what they're doing that day. And back then, there really wasn't much content on YouTube, because a part of it was like, oh man, these guys are YouTubers. Oh, what a loser. So with that, you could pretty much upload literally anything. You know, that's when the whole vlog people started rising up, and it was almost like a cheat code, because it's like, you know, you could literally post anything. As long as you posted pretty much every day, you were guaranteed to get views. And unfortunately, having lifestyle vlogs nowadays isn't really like the greatest idea to rise to the top of YouTube anymore. Nowadays, which Casey mentioned this in his video, like, I think it was like how to vlog like Casey Neistat, something like that. And what he mentioned is very important to kind of the topic of this, is the story. Greatest day ever, leg day. Okay, anyway, so story. Story's very, very, very important. Back in the old days of vlogging, story was pretty much based around, like, your life, pretty much, right? And pretty much whatever you're doing that day, whether it be, oh, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, or, oh, my child has autism. What made it easier back then is that you really didn't have to have much of an insane story every single vlog so that you make it more exciting and stuff. And what I mean by story is just beginning, middle, end. You know, like the classic English type of story. Beginning, conflict resolution, that type of story. And like I said, back then, it really wasn't as important, because, you know, it was just about your life. And then we saw the evolution. It came from the really old ones to the Casey Neistats, where he made his own story in every single vlog, but he had like little montages, little cool shots and all that. And then it slowly became more fast-paced, i.e. David Dobrik. There was a bunch of 420 vlogs. You know, with David's vlogs, it was a lot more different, because yes, on some videos there was definitely a story, like giving Lamborghinis, or, you know, I think there was an episode where he filmed this thing in his backyard where, like, it was a bunch of foam. Those kinds of stories. What he did different is that, like I said, it was really short episodes. It was, you know, a bunch of little clips put together. You know, it evolved that way. right? His was a lot different. To now, which mixed in with a bunch of like the really fast-paced, quick, you know, edit here and there videos, there really isn't much interest with, you know, lifestyle vlogs anymore. Not as much, at least. There's still definitely some people that do it out there. Like, let's say in the fitness scene, there's a bunch of people in there that do like somewhat of lifestyle type of vlogs. And we have gotten to this point where people are sick of like the just the normal whatever vlogs. And you know, I still do those because I think it's cool, but we've gone to this point where vlogs, let's say, are pretty much like ran by crazy ideas and, you know, unique stuff. And it's really hard to capture people's attention nowadays when, you know, like these big YouTubers have these crazy ideas and that kind of stuff. For example, I want to get into one example here. Ryan Tran. Do you guys remember his penny series where he took 1 penny and traveled across the country with that 1 penny for 30 days? And that series was huge. That was a big series. And you know, every single episode, he uploaded every single day for 30 days. Every single episode had set up conflict resolution, but the whole series was pretty much set up conflict resolution. And those types of ideas are really the ones that pop off nowadays. But what's really cool about that series is that a lot of it was really just Ryan's personality. Yes, you could say he's got really good ways of titling videos, thumbnails, and all that kind of stuff, and the idea is crazy, but most of it is really about his personality. And that's what I think is really cool about that series, but most importantly, why I think that there is still a chance for lifestyle vlogs to take off again. And I'm honestly trying to get it back into where it used to be. I don't think it'll get back to what it used to be, but I think that there is still a chance to where lifestyle vlogs will still be huge, right? Like, obviously, I don't think it'll ever be like the biggest thing on YouTube anymore, but I really want it to still have a market. Because to tie in with what I said a few days ago, we kind of have lost a lot of authenticity with like YouTube and stuff. A lot of the YouTube nowadays is centered around the idea. But as I mentioned, Ryan is kind of bringing that personality type of vlogs back in a sense, not completely. Another example that kind of ties into this is Nico Milan. I watched that video of him like sneaking into a boxing event with like the Prime bottle. That is a really good example of setup conflict resolution. It's masterpiece. Like, those types of videos are amazing. Nico's whole channel was like chef's kisses. But the thing is, though, it's like it would suck to have to do that every single day and have crazy ideas every single day. For me, it's like I want to kind of, you know, have a little bit of a mix, you know. I want to have vlogs where, you know, I have some ideas. There's gonna be some vlogs where I don't have that many ideas, but like I kind of want to make it cool. So going forward, I want to make this whole series kind of a little more exciting, a little more, slightly more edited, you know, but still not too much edited. I just want to, you know, have it be chill, but I also want that idea of like, how can I make this more interesting? How can I make this have like its own storyline, right? Obviously, like I said, it's really hard to do when you have to upload every day, but I want to aim for that. And to kind of end this segment of the vlog, do I think that lifestyle vlogs are ever going to have a comeback? I think so. I really do think so. The only difference is that these days you're going to have to make it a little bit more interesting rather than just have your camera out like this and like, hey, I'm going to the grocery store, blah. And there's definitely some anomalies to it. Sam Solik's a huge example. I keep changing my whole ideas about like what I want to do with this series, but it's like what I want right now, at least, is that I want to get a mix in there, you know? I still want to keep that like simple based type of vlogs, but I also want to have topics for each video. I want to try to have topics for each video where I talk about this, or the center of the vlog is this product, or whatever. Like just kind of mix it up a little bit rather than just the same thing over and over again. So overall, I think personality, lifestyle type of vlogs will make a comeback, but I think if you're gonna keep the style of like the old stuff, I don't think it's, you know, really gonna go as well as you want it to be. But unless you got some insane personality, you just pop that camera on and just talk for hours and people will like it, you know. Besides that, I'm gonna go to the gym now. So, leg day, boys.
And I found coins. And there was a shooter right here over there. I started chucking coins.
What the f? Oh, sorry, I thought you were coming in to scold us again.
No, I was looking for someone.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I actually came in here, I was like, what are the odds that I find Christian? Well, yeah, he was doing his thing, and here he is. Yep. Who's gonna be my roommate, guys. Autism.
What do you mean by that?
I decided to hang out with Christian just a little bit because he's gotta get that new car and everything, but yeah, to go off what I said earlier, I can't stress this day enough. This day has been really good, to be honest. Like the weather's good, the snow's melting, the sun's out longer than freaking 4:45. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but a good amount of my mood is so weather dependent and what it looks like outside. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but like, you know, if the sun's out, guns out. You know what I mean? That phrase is kind of true. The way I look at it, it's like the sun's out, I'm out, man. I'm happy-go-lucky. But if the weather's so bad, like I still try to be happy-go-lucky, but it's just like, man, it's definitely not as fun. Like if I could go somewhere where it's just sunny all the time, like man, I'd be just a happy, jolly guy most of the time. I don't really got much going on after this. I think I'm gonna do night shift and all that, but besides that, I think this day's pretty much completed. Got really nothing else to kind of talk to you guys about. I pretty much got the topic that I wanted to talk about today done. So yeah. Overall, is vlogging dead? No, I don't think so. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, smash that like button. Subscribe if you guys are new to the old channel of the Aldwen. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with an update video, a week 2 update video. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.